Since its reveal at Summer Games Fest, Lies of P has released a 2-chapter demo, playing it now on the PlayStation 5. Supposedly it's pretty lengthy. It's a third-person Souls-like in the vein of none other than Bloodborne and Dark Souls. It's been interesting to me since I first saw it revealed, and I've kind of been avoiding both the story and the gameplay trailer because I knew it was in development for a long time. Like about a year they've been showing it off. But I figured with the release coming up on the fateful day of September 19th, you might as well play it now while it's relevant. So, settings are checked. Let's try new game, Lies of P. I think that maybe the P could stand for a number of different things. Could it be parents? Could it be Paris? Or something else? The tagline is Deception Shatters Innocence, and it has this very Clockwork Orange style where they're hunting liars. So there's the
Can you hear me?
The elites and the street slums, and it's sort of a battle between. I honestly have not heard good things about the demo's controls. Lesser souls, they say. But I've been excited, and I figured I'll play it. A demo, lengthy demo, may as well play it. Very Bloodborne. I'm running it in performance, PS5 official. Why is the chair still in front of him? Like, you couldn't make him step forward a little bit so the chair's like out of the scene. Move, rotate the camera. Can we get a heads-up display off? Oh boy, this is Bloodborne. Bloodborne 2.0. This is the PS5 version, huh? Bag. Let's see, settings, I like that. Character info, unable to check status. He has Vitality, Vigor, Capacity, Motivity, Technique, and Advance. HP, Stamina, Legion, Fable, Guard, Regain. Alright, interesting to figure out what all this stuff does. 21.2%, probably equipment burden. Verboten. My bag, items I own. Look at all this stuff. Nothing to show. My arm. So I have equipped. A lot of different inventory spaces. That's pretty cool. What is this? Pulse cell. Used to recover HP. Grinder. Repairs weapon durability. Last resort. Immediate character death upon use. Alright, so it is very Bloodborne, Souls-like. Fashion, unit, defensive parts. Basic frame, converter, prototype, linear. And my arm, usable. I might as well remove that. I don't want to challenge myself on death. And my costume. You can change upper belt, lower belt. That's the stuff that I have. So that was just with pause. And then, why does it have extra bag? Why does that have on D-pad, but then up is there and down is there? Upper belt. Let's look at the stuff again. My so you can go usable items. I guess that's the quick pause is equipment and usable items, and your bag is like everything. What is this? Repairs weapon durability. Alright. Up and down, repair weapon durability. I'm moving very slow. I probably don't have access to my controls yet.
There you are. I've been looking all over for you.
I will say I'm glad that subtitles exist. Subtitles exist in the game for NPC dialogue, but not on the cutscenes. They finally figured out. They one-upped From Software on that one. Gemini will start soon.
I see they got Jiminy too. But we have to hurry.
So is that Butterfly the one speaking to me?
Sophia. Please come to Hotel Krat, and I'll explain what's happening. Jiminy, please escort him to the hotel.
Gemini. Maybe like Jiminy Cricket. Gemini is my, I don't know, my butterfly or my lantern. I got something. Can I run? Alright, I'm already, L2 is a move. And I'm guessing the items do the items. L3, R3, clicks the camera. Uh-oh, he didn't find anything yet. What did I just pick up? So you can go in here and look at this. Increase brightness upon use. So, wait a minute. Square is still use items, but up switches. So you can have like a quick select menu to cycle through. Let's try that. You can have a quick select menu to cycle through extra bag. You're down, you're up. What about right? So let's see this. You have an upper belt, so it's like 2 item slots. And you can cycle through 3 slots from up. Let's say you wanted spells, and 3 slots from down. Let's say you wanted items. You can do that. And then what is this extra bag? You can just pause and have it accessed here, but it says left. What happens if I have left? Nah, see, I was holding left on the D-pad and hit square. That doesn't do it. We'll keep that there. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. Unequip. I mean, I like the graphics. And I like this sort of elegant Victorian style. Open the door.
Let's get you out of there. Find something that might help.
It would be nice if I could move faster. Find something that might help. I mean, they're really going to sell you on something with the graphic style. Not a lot of Souls-like.
But the streets are not safe.
Have like the most revolutionary graphics.
With one of the weapons over there.
They kind of sell you on like the challenge and difficulty and a familiar gameplay trope. Find your way to the hotel. So it would be it's going to be a benefit to this game to have like really good graphics and a unique style, even if the combat's not the most innovative. All it needs to do is control well. Path of the Cricket, balance. Path of the Bastard, dexterity. Path of the Sweeper, strength. This is going to be one of those things where I don't really know until I've tried them all. Balance, Dex and strength seem more interesting than just balance. What does he have? He has like 2 swords, a bigger sword. Let's do Dex. I don't know. Let's do Dex. Raptor's Blade, Raptor's Handle. I can move faster now. Let's just try Dex. I can move faster now. L1 is guard. Circle's dodge. Square is extra bag. What does that mean? Is that like what I was talking about? If I use this, press X. Last resort. Weird. So it doesn't. Okay. So it doesn't show it. X is your extra bag item, and it's not going to have an item. It's not going to have an icon on the heads-up display. But I'm equipping last resort to left, and I'm holding left, and I'm hitting X, and it's asking basically if you want to use that item, because that's the type of item I did. What if I do this? Extra bag, and we'll do lantern, right? So down cycles through my down, up cycles through my up, and square will use these belt items. But your extra bag item is on X. I hold left, I hit X, he turns it on. So that's a pretty interesting concept. Pretty interesting concept. And sure, I'll just leave it like there. Who cares? We'll shut it off for now. Let's see what else I can learn while I'm in here, while I'm in my closet. L2 is like a charge. L1's block. Alright, so Dex is like a stab. Notice my stamina. You know what? I might as... I wonder if it's worth... you could always just play it with a variety of stuff. I wonder if it would be worth quitting and restarting and checking out the other items to see what I want, but I'll just use Dex. Fuck it. Jump. What does square do? Oh, square does obviously... That's going to be tough. Square does what my items do. So square is heal. Can I get rid of this stuff, like, and then get the icon off the screen? No, they're always there. They're always there. Alright, I guess you need that. Let's put it on down. I guess you need that. Circles dodge. What does triangle do? I guess I could look at the the buttons. That's if you want to adjust anything. So L2 is Legion Arm, L1's Guard, R1, R2, Attack. Move. Click the L stick is forward jump. My items I figured out. Inventory check. Play records menu. Start. And then Fable Arts. I don't have that yet. Belt item dash interact. Lock on. Alright, let's check out this Dex build. He's a stabber. I can never guess what weapons I like, and I can never guess what characters I like in games. I kind of just have to check them out. Looks very generic, honestly. The graphic style is like very flat. Can I turn the heads up display off at all? Heads up on off. Interesting. Heads up on off, just to see if I can take some nice screenshots. Interesting. I could test against this guy. So it is going to be. It seems incredibly generic, honestly. Let's see how easily I can just R1 and interrupt guys. R2 backs off. Hitting into the enemies and sinking in and pulling back feels nice. The lighting is like soft. It's probably doing this a lot. The lighting is very soft. It makes everything look like whitish and gray. It's already gray and blue, and the lighting is just, I don't know. So it doesn't look as like impressive in terms of textures or in terms of color schemes or lighting, because you got to run it in performance mode to get it smooth. So I'd say play it on PC if you really need that graphic option. Yeah, might as well get them out of the way here. So yeah, I don't know how innovative or exciting it's going to be. Sawtooth wheel, what does that mean?
Here you will witness the most spectacular display of human endeavor on Earth. If Krat is your final destination, we wish you a safe and prosperous day.
So I don't know how innovative it's going to be, so long as it looks good, and the combat's cool, and interesting, the enemies are cool. And a train station. What does it have going for it? The look, the fighting, and the uniqueness, and the execution of the mechanics. So let's see, without further ado. I heard it was also very, very linear. Kind of looks like Devil May Cry 1 in it, like the Gothic architecture. Use pulse cell to recover HP. Max number of pulse cells that can be used. They will discharge. But I thought I already had vials. Alright, so the vial is what I hold, and then the pulse charge enables me to use more. So you can find them. I mean, the attacks sink into the enemies very well. Oh yeah, I found that other item. They sink into enemies very well. He does seem to roll. I think that it's got more of a 3D modeling style, like Bloodborne, than some of the other Souls games that are very they're like flat and clinky and clangy, and they don't have like the nice round modeling that maybe a From Software game has. This one has that, so the modeling's nice. I bet the combat's going to be fun. It's just going to be something you're familiar with. Let me look at what his other items are. I guess you go into the bag. Throwable objects. Sawtooth wheel. Common sight in Krat can be thrown to get the enemy's attention. Ergo fragment. Ergo mysterious power that can be found in Krat. That's probably what levels you up. It says L3 is like a jump. Maybe in a specific spot. Can't go up there. What about this door? You need the Krat Central Station. Main key.
You cannot see in the dark.
I don't know that I like, Oh. Can I run? You can run holding circle. And you can't jump. Oh, so I can't jump, so... You know, I've been playing Elden Ring and, Sekiro. I'm gonna have to get used to that. Circle runs. No jumping. Interesting. Ow, he got me. You know what? The lack of a jump really makes this feel like archaic or old school, because Elden Ring kind of innovated against that already. Like, where's the jump button, dude? I hear somebody. Yeah, it's bootleg Bloodborne. It's 100% that. So then it's going to have a compelling story and a unique art style and setting. It's going to have fun and combat where the weapons feel nice, the enemies are unique, and it's going to have good graphics. And so far, it doesn't really have two of those, and we'll see if it has the third one. And by the third one, I mean the story. Attack from the rear. Do you walk slowly or can I just run up? It gives you a colored prompt. I hope that's not offensive to say. I mean, Dex seems really easy. Almost in a way that makes me not like it. Passenger's note. I also don't want to pause the game every time I find, like, an item. Whirlwind jump. So are these robots the replacements for people? Ergo is life. Wow, so I held L1 and clicked R3 and got the lock on him, and then was able to roll in time. So that was pretty good. It's telling me that I can jump. So you can run and jump. Alright. Hold circle to run, and then click L3 to jump. Lock devices. You can get a key to open a door. Video game 101. Fable Catalyst. Who else is around here? Do I have any, Do I have any, projectiles? Nah, I didn't want 3 hits. I didn't want 3 hits. Alright, that does not heal that much. He got busted. Whoop, stay back. I'm chained. I'm comboing. He's getting comboed me. Let's pick up that other one. I want, what does L2 do? Sawtooth wheel. Does that take health from my block? I got hit. Hold for charge tag. It distracted me. It completely 100% distracted me because it has this pop-up on the screen. So I'm like, wait, what am I trying to fucking read how to do? And I'm completely ignoring it. It's like, hold the charge. And I went, I don't want to hold in charge. Look at how fast this fucking enemy is hitting me. Look at how fast this enemy's hitting me. Why don't I try a new weapon? Hold for a charge. When you're attacking, a white outline will appear. When this happens, you can make the enemy... What? Make the enemy... You can make the enemy groggy with a charge attack. Oh! Groggy should be lowercase. Holy shit. Like drowsy, you can make them groggy with a charge attack or with a Fable Art. I don't know what a Fable Art is. Fatal attack. Face a groggy enemy. Press. Alright, so Ripazzetti. Fatal attack can be performed on enemies who are groggy. Inflicts heavy damage. Because I was thinking, what can I do with this L2 attack? And then it says you can make them groggy when they're white. And then I died because I wasn't paying attention. So, let me see if I can switch. Can I switch weapons? Is that worth trying? I kind of don't like this. What is it called? I don't like the I pressed X. I don't like the rapier. Let's do new game. Let's do new game. Let me try the heavy one. I'll try the heavy weapon. I don't know if I could skip this or not. My bad if not.
Can you hear me?
It feels very generic, and it's not gripping me immediately. But that could just be me not used to the system. When you're locked on, you do feel very locked in, but he moves well, and he rolls well, and he swings well, and I think that's because of like the 3D modeling style. So I think that it's going to have a leg up on some of the, you know, more janky Souls clones. But I'm not really being wowed by this demo. What was supposed to sell me was this really super unique setting.
I see my name, Jiminy. Please escort him to the
I was really
hotel.
hoping that it was gonna be like this brand new style of game. Maybe it got
Let's get you out of there.
like the focus got more narrowed, because I was seeing like Bloodborne and Resident Evil 4 and thinking like man, maybe this game is going to be really sprawling, kind of interconnected world with crazy weapons and enemies. It's really unimpressing me right now. You've played the combat before. I mean, combat is what it is. So then it's a matter of graphics and story, and I think graphics are kind of lackluster.
It'll be helpful.
So let's try the big strength sweeper. And it says he has a handle and a top, so he like forges them differently, I guess. He still stabs. He still stabs. Let me tell you something. I'm going to tell you immediately, I don't like this as much. Because he still stabs. I wanted a slash. He still stabs. And sometimes you have to kill him in 3 hits, and it's... Look, dude, this is the way it is when you fucking test it out, and you check fucking weapons. He still stabs. It's a bit longer. And it still takes just as long in 2 or 3 hits to kill them as it did with 1 or fucking 2 hits. 3 or 4 hits from the other, the rapier. So it's just gonna be dex all day. Let's try heavy. Alright, double heavy. He gets a slash. Can I do air attacks? No. Can I do my roll? Look, Rapier swung faster and interrupted more, so you wind up killing them even though it takes 4 hits. Faster. Oh boy. Oh boy. Strength always gets screwed. What kind of rolling attacks can I get? And then a backdash attack. The stab still. Backdash heavy. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy. He's standing there for a while. Well, let's try the boss with this heavy. I thought it was going to be a big swinging bastard sword. I didn't know it was just going to be a slower stab.
You cannot see in the dark.
Wasn't the
Switch me on and gently will light the way.
switch me on. So Gemini is the Gemini is my lantern. I gotta remember all the items are. No, fuck. See, look at that. A shitty stab. I also want to know if blocking does damage to me. Thermite, that's a new item. He dropped it, I guess. We can take this off. We can put this on here. What is thermite? Lower belt, upper belt. Let's use the items. Thermite can be thrown. Why don't I try that? And what's the deal with durability? What's the deal with durability? I want to know if blocking... does, takes damage. I gotta say, this is really generic. It's like running at a 7.5 right now. I want more uniqueness and spirit from the setting and the enemies, like, you know, Island of the Lost Toys, this weird mechanical place. Passenger's note. If anyone finds a note, get out of the station and run. Well, let's read that. I can't read that. L3. It's not a true pause. What's my bag? What's in my bag? Can I read that there? What about my weapon? Great Sword of Fate, blade handle. Left arm of steel. Basic frame. Linear. What is that? Check ground. Perform the check ground gesture. Oh boy. What about this? Get out of station and run. That's all it says. Get out of station and run. But that heavy attack is slow. R2 starts very slow. Dim ergo fragment. Look, I took damage. Okay, I took damage while I was blocking, and then I rallied, like in Bloodborne. So I struck back at them and got the block damage health back. Okay, that's interesting. So there's a rally system like in Bloodborne. I actually like that. It encourages you to be aggressive. What is this catalyst again? A catalyst made to supplement puppet abilities. Rapidly charges Fable. I don't have that yet. I don't have that yet. So let's see this guy. Nice whiff. Oh boy. Wow, I did it twice and he didn't get hit stun. It sucks. What, this weapon sucks, dude. It has no fucking range. And look, even out of that block. Can I block? No. Alright. Heal, please. That's square, not up. It's square. No stamina. Alright. Sometimes he'll hit you. Yeah, like there. I dodged backwards, but I was still in range. Alright. Look at that! No fucking repair weapon durability. How do I know my weapon's durability? Oh god. On lower right? Oh boy. repair weapons durability. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy. It's gonna break. My fucking rapier didn't break. Hey, he's not getting charged anymore. He's not getting charged. Attack enemies with your charge pulse cells. What? How does that work? What about this? Wow, okay. Krat Central Station Workshop Frame can be equipped from the main menu. Wow, talk about a bunch of dumbass concepts in here. This weapon sucks. It's horrible. It whiffs even though it's supposed to be longer. It's slower. It doesn't do any more damage. And it doesn't do any more hits done. It might even do less hits done. Wow, this weapon sucks all around. Usable items. What the fuck do I do? No true pause. My grinder. How about this? I'll put my grinder on, what do I want to do? If I need to repair my weapon, what button do I want to hold? You could put it on, triangle. Oh, whoops. That's Fable. Your Fable is the blue bar, and you have bonuses. And then it uses both of them. Alright, well that was a real waste. That was a real waste. I need my... What buttons do I want to hit? Up for heal. It's not even up for heal. It's just stupid... It's just stupid, whatever, square for up. And then if you want to throw something, you're not going to be able to throw it. You're going to have to hit down to equip it and then throw it. This concept is fucking dumb. That concept is dumb. I like the concept of holding the D-pad and pressing... Holding the D-pad and pressing a direction. Like your extra bag. You know? Hold up on the D-pad and press X to throw something. Like, put your consumables and your weapons there. Well, then I guess I might as well have my fucking grinder there. What am I doing here? Press and hold. Oh my god. That sucks. So I have to do this now all the time? I guess it's slow. And my Fable Arts I have, my Fable Arts I have... Triangle and... I have triangle and... whatever it's called. Triangle plus L1. Oh, I can go up there now. A photo in front of this fucking statue. Looks cool. Liked an exhibition. He's like shaking and jittering because his mechanical arm is like too heavy on his arm. It's short circuiting.